Good morning, this is Savva from Savva Talk Spurs. I am going to choop you across and pretend that I give a monkeys about the England national team. Today's question is going to be about the England football setup. So, my question to all of you is twofold. First of all, let's get it Spurs related. Are there any Spurs players that should be in the England team that aren't? Not many options, but I'm going to leave that with you. Are there any Spurs players that should be in this England team or England squad that aren't? Second of all, Gareth Southgate. Give me your opinions and keep it clean on Gareth Southgate. England enjoyed relative success getting to the semi-finals of the World Cup, finals of the Euros, and now we look an absolute mess. I hear people shouting at me already. I hear people saying, oh, but Savva, it's been a long season. The players are tired. Yep, the players are tired from all the other nations as well. Oh, but Southgate's given us our best years. I'll say to you. We played 7 games in the World Cup and he beat Panama, Tunisia and Sweden. We had to beat Colombia on penalties. Couldn't beat them in 120 minutes. Lost to Belgium twice and lost to Croatia and were played off the park. So of the 7 games, we won less than half, and all the decent teams we played, we lost. In the Euros, again, people will say, oh, well, look, we beat Germany. Meh. Germany are a team in complete rebuild mode, have been for a year or so, bringing through a lot of their younger players that won the Euros a couple of years back, players like Schlotterbeck, and are not the powerhouse they once were. We've now gone into the Nations League, lost twice to Hungary, drew with Italy, drew with Germany, and managed to score a single penalty. My thoughts on Southgate are that he is the most overrated, awful defensive manager there is out there. His tactics are non-existent. I don't want to say they're poor, they're non-existent. I don't know what this England team tries to do. And have you noticed that every England game, Foden, Grealish on the bench? Nearly every game, those two will be on the bench. Mount, Sterling, these players that work harder will start with 2 defensive midfielders behind them, often 5 defenders behind them, and even the wide forwards he has start are always the hard-working ones, not the creative ones. And don't even get me started on the fact that the most creative player in this country is James Maddison, and he never gets in the squad. This is an awful manager for me. I think if England are going to have any success, I would get rid of him before the World Cup and get some mood back in the camp. I'm not hearing excuses of long season because every other country, believe it or not, has these long seasons. I don't like Southgate. I don't like the way his teams play. An utter fraud of a manager. What do you think? Let me know. And by the way, I'm streaming live 1 p.m.